This is Tim Bryce with my column titled, The Perils of Not Knowing Your Responsibilities. I recently read an interesting survey made by the Gallup organization titled Obsolete Annual Reviews, Gallup's Advice. This is from the September 28, 2015 edition, which studied how cognizant workers are of their assigned duties and responsibilities. Interestingly, they found only 50% really understood this. The rest only had a mild interpretation or no idea at all. Gallup's study was based on 50 organizations and 2.2 million employees. In addition to employees, managers also were not sure of their workers' duties. This may help explain why companies are lagging in productivity. The Gallup report contends productivity gains of 5 to 10% can be realized simply by having workers understand their roles. In addition to the fundamental duties and responsibilities of an employee, it is not uncommon for workers to misunderstand their various project assignments. Consequently, time and money is lost as employees try to delineate their responsibilities, including their relationship with coworkers. In this day and age, it is hard to imagine a company without such things as organization charts, job descriptions, and employee handbooks, also known as policy manuals. But evidently, there are still companies not using this documentation. There are also those institutions who develop job descriptions so generically, employees are at a complete loss as to what they mean. Employee performance reviews should also be performed regularly, be it annually, biannually, or whatever. This allows the manager and the employee to review the worker's performance, clarify their responsibilities, and make corrections as required. Finally, priority lists are useful for communicating to workers the precedent of job assignments, thereby encouraging workers to row on the same oar. It is not unusual for some companies who make use of such documents often find employees ignore them, as they do not want to feel encumbered or restrained, preferring instead to be unfettered and uninhibited. Of course, this is a reckless form of management and does not promote teamwork, where everyone knows what their responsibilities are and how to work together. Aside from these regular documents, it is also wise to define the methodologies of the business, representing the work breakdown structures and sequencing of work. Perhaps the best-known methodology is the assembly line, whereby products are mass-produced by assembling components in a specific sequence. There is little point in having an assembly line if the workers do not understand what their duties and responsibilities are on the line. It will simply be counterproductive. Instead, each person in a methodology should know who is to perform what task, when, where, why, and how, also known as the 5 W's plus H. In addition to specifying how work is to be performed, thereby improving productivity, defined methodologies are useful for improving the quality of products by specifying the acceptance criteria for each stage within the assembly. Methodologies overcome the classic problem of, if you do not know where you're going, any road will take you there. They define assignments, responsibilities, and provides direction for projects. The Gallup study is startling and hints at a basic management flaw in business. I see these forms of documentation as fundamental to the running of any business. As the study suggests, people want to know their duties and responsibilities, feeling insecure without such knowledge. As I have touted on more than one occasion, workers want to lead a worthy life. They want to believe what they are doing has purpose and meaning. This can only be achieved by communicating what is expected of them. Without it, they will flail away on project assignments, inevitably performing the wrong task and producing the wrong work products. They may be efficient workers, but if they are performing the wrong task in the wrong sequence, they will be counterproductive. I'm certainly not a proponent of Theory X micromanagement. However, the manager's mantra should be, never let it be said a worker doesn't understand his or her responsibilities. It should be considered an inherent part of any management program. The point of the Gallup survey should be obvious. Shapeth up and getteth thine act together. Friends, keep the faith. This is Tim Bryce in Palm Harbor, Florida. Follow me on the internet at timbryce.com.